your role as the.
All right, guys, I'm about to take you through a series of interviews that I had at the Roanoke softball tournament for Town Boulevard Church of God. I got to interview on many separate occasions. It was a progressive series of interviews I had with none other than Levi Walsh. So I'm going to take you. We arrive in Roanoke, and we first meet up at Chick-fil-A, and this is where we'll start.
Sitting here at Chick-fil-A with Town Boulevard All-Star center fielder, outfielder Levi Walsh. Levi, let me ask you, what do you see your role as the a member of the Town Boulevard All-Stars? Levi, what are you going to do in this tournament? What role do you see yourself in?
Well, I'm just going to go out there and win, and we got to get a bunch of kids together and a bunch of guys together. They're going to do a bunch of winning, and that's what I go out there and win. And I told my wife that I was going to start talking about Billy Hamilton because I want to play like Billy Hamilton, so I'm going to just talk like I got to talk fast if I want to play like Billy Hamilton because he's fast, and I want to be fast in the outfield, and I want to be fast in my interviews. So I'm just going to do what I got to do to win.
I'm sorry, what?
I just got to do what I got to do to win.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
I just got to do what I got to do to win.
That's Levi Walsh. He's the outfielder for Town Boulevard All-Stars, guys. We'll see you in Roanoke. Here again at the hotel, the Holiday Inn, with All-Star outfielder Town Boulevard Softball Club, Levi Walsh. Levi, can I ask you a question? When we got into Roanoke, I noticed we passed Peters Creek. What are your thoughts on that? I know it's a personal question, but
did you happen to bring another pair of underwear that I could borrow? Because I've only got the one pair for the tournament.
Thanks. That's Levi Walsh again with the Town Boulevard Softball Club. I'm here. I'm standing here with the all-star outfielder for Town Boulevard after Game 1. We lost. What are your thoughts on that? Here's Levi Walsh.
Hey, the only thing I can do is come out here and win. And that's really all there is.
Is that how you really feel?
That's how we do it together as a team. We come out and we win. We win. I'm sorry. We win ball games.
You heard it from the all-star outfielder for the Town Boulevard Softball Club. That's Levi Walsh. Till next time, from the Roanoke Mountains, or whatever they are. I'm here in the bleachers with All-Stars outfielder for the Town Boulevard Softball Club, and he knows what softball is. He's going to tell us right now. Listen to this.
There's a really good chance that I could retire after this year. This might be my final season playing with the Town Boulevard softball team, but I've had just beautiful memories created so far. And
is what softball is. Can you tell us?
I wouldn't have any regrets for what I've already put in to this team. Softball is, it's hard. It's tough.
There you have it.
You just tell me when to go in.
So preparing for Game 3 in Roanoke in this softball tournament, I'm back here again with all-star outfielder Levi Walsh from Town Boulevard. Now, this team that we're going to be playing next, there's rumor that one of the team members in past years actually scraped one of his nipples off sliding head first. So my question to you is, Levi, if headfirst slides were banned in this league because men have nipples, would you consider getting your nipples removed in order to play to your fullest potential?
Well,
and my follow-up question would be, why do you think men have nipples?
Strangely enough, I've been asked this question before. Never when playing softball, but one thing that I've found to be helpful is to start focusing on other teams and what they're doing and how they prepare for the things that
make them feel like that they can play at a championship caliber level of play, and try to just put the focus on what other teams are doing, and just try to model your likeness and the image of others who seem like that they have maybe turned.
So why? That's the question, really. On a lot of people, it's the elephant in the room here this year at this tournament. Like, why? It's unfortunate this had to happen to whoever this was, but why do men have nipples? Levi, can you answer that?
Well, it says in Psalms 23, the 23rd Psalm, that David composed, that he said these words. He said, "As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil." So I tried to, if I can.
So is what you're saying? You should imitate David?
Well, try to just write down a scripture maybe and put it in your ball bag before you play, and let the scripture answer those kind of questions.
Thank you for that insight. That was deep and thoughtful. Just leaving the visitors' dugout, and I catch up with one all-star outfielder, Levi Walsh, after a walk-off victory. Levi, what in the world are you thinking about? Everybody wants to know.
I'm thinking about just how far that we've come as a team, and there's no turning back now, guys. I mean, fellas, there's a lot of people that are listening to me right now, and if they hear one thing that I say that matters, it's just that we got a lot of games that we played today that they don't mean a lot. They don't. But the games tomorrow, they mean something.
Hey, if you had to sum up this game in two words, what would they be?
I'd have to say meaningless.
Meaningless.
Meaningless than tomorrow's, yes.
Meaningless. Okay, thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
I'm going to try to get a quick interview with outfielder all-star from Town Boulevard Baseball Club, Levi Walsh. I just caught up with him. Levi, I noticed that you have a red stripe on your pants. I was just wondering if that had any connection with Rahab, the hooker from the book of Joshua. I was just wondering if that does, and if the answer is yes, if that is to someone as a crying out for you. I was just wondering if you could just comment on that, and if you feel comfortable with it, you could actually express what it is that you're struggling with, and how that ties in with your performance overall.
Well, you caught me in a hurry, but that's a good question. And the red stripe. I was listening to a man speak last night that was talking about how he had 19 sisters, 6 brothers, 5 fathers, and 2 girlfriends. And he had a very, 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 very heartfelt message about how his mom worked 2 jobs, and it was really hard. They'd never heard what a scholarship was. And that's kind of the way you got to look at this, is that sometimes people
right
make do what they can, and a lot of people are less fortunate out there, and it's real easy to ask questions, but there are people that are really living a hard life. So you can maybe just think about that and let it grow in your heart and see what happens, if anything does.
So one more question. This is day 2. We got game 4 coming up. This is serious.
Oh.
This is too serious to joke about. So what are you gonna joke about it, or are you gonna be serious about it?
Well, I wasn't joking about any of that. I'm in a big hurry because I got big things to do. I got to carry this team on my shoulders, and there's a couple players that don't wear the appropriate attire, and they just kind of walk around and talk to people, and they don't really take the game too seriously. So I got to hurry up, and I pretty much got to play 2 positions and bat 2 spots in the order today. So I'll catch you later, bud. Oh, hold on, one more question, real quick. I gotta go. He's hard to catch, but guys, we got him. We got him again. Sneaking up behind Levi Walsh, outfielder with the Town Boulevard Softball Club. Levi, this is game time. It's about to start, and you're in right field. How does this affect you?
I'm in right field.
You're in right field. How does this affect you in your life?
Well, considering I'm in right field, I'll have plenty of time to think about it, and I'll probably just talk to you after the first inning, maybe the 7th inning stretch. We can have a conversation.
Does this have an emotional impact on your family?
My family depends on me to be the breadwinner and to pull in a wage from. You can take a horse to the water, but you can't drink the water for him. So there's just a lot of problems that can arise from listening to what other people say.
We got a question from someone calling in. He says he wants to know, Levi, where is the water that you speak of?
The water that I speak of, well, it's hard to tell sometimes. Sometimes many people have said that the water's in your heart.
So, Game 4 would be spelled Victory. Do you think that's a correct spelling of Game 4, Levi Walsh? Victory, is that how you spell Game 4? Tell us.
Victorie is how to spell victory.
But how do you spell Game 4? How do you spell that?
Gay. Man, it's hot out here. It is hot out here.
You just spelled gay.
It's just the abbreviation. I'm just tired. Get back with you later.
So now that the Town Boulevard Softball Club has won Game 4 of the tournament, this means that they will not have to face Westboro Baptist. How does this affect you, Levi, in any way?
To be honest with you, these guys, these Middletown, these Harambe's, I believe that's who that they're talking about. They're not really as bad as what the media spin puts on all kinds of groups of people that are really trying to do things that just other people are afraid to do.
Would you ever consider playing for Westboro Baptist if they were down a player?
If the Westboro Baptist Church changed their congregation and changed their pastor and their name, then I would consider playing with the group of people, yes.
So no is the answer.
Not necessarily. True. Well, it'd be a form.
Let me put it to you this way: Would you ever join Westboro Baptist Church?
If the Westboro Baptist Church ever decided to do some things that were biblical, then I'd give them a chance.
These are these interviews is a rare glimpse into the underwear drawer of Levi Walsh's life, if you will.